Steph and Jill.
Hi, everybody.
And we are here with something very special for you today. We have a fireside chat. Okay, that was dorky. But what we wanted to do is we've been getting a lot of questions about LuLaRoe, and you guys know that with our fit videos, we give you the real deal.
The real scoop. We don't hold anything back.
We don't hold anything back. We tell it like it is. So we wanted to talk about a few questions for those that have been interested in the business side of LuLaRoe and give you some of the straight scoop that we kind of found out the hard way.
So these might be some reasons why LuLaRoe might not be a good fit for you. And we just want to tell you straight up, like, this is a hard business.
Yeah.
It's time, it's effort, it's money, and it might not be for everyone.
Yeah. So anyone that tells you, like, gives you the story of like, oh, I made all this money and makes it sound easy, do not listen, run, you know?
Yeah. So one thing about the business is that you are the face of your business.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing live videos, you're going to be posting pictures of yourself all the time, and you're probably going to embarrass yourself a few times. We are not shy people, but when we started off, like, we were embarrassed.
We were so embarrassed. Like, just how much you have to put yourself out there and be willing to put yourself out there. Like, our first YouTube video is
a disaster.
So bad. Like, not that these are anything great right now, but if you compare, like, our first video to this, like, it's embarrassing.
And we never wanted to be like salespeople, so it was very hard for us to approach our family and friends, invite people to our Facebook group, to add them to the group. You know,
it's terrible.
And so, but we got over it. But if you think that you can't really, if you're super shy and you don't want to do live videos and you can't really approach people and you can't get over that, that's probably a sign that it's not the right fit for you.
You just, I mean, to be honest, you won't succeed. And those are some of the girls that we've seen
that have quit the business.
Yeah, because it's just not the right fit for them. So you need to be able to put yourself out there, embarrass yourself a little bit, but
laugh at yourself.
Laugh at yourself. And that's kind of how you get better. And it's funny, like, looking back on some of the funny things that you embarrass yourself with, like, you're glad you did it, you know?
Like, when you embarrass yourself or whatever, like, you don't die from it. You get over it. But if you think that you can't get over that feeling, then it would just kind of be miserable for you to do.
Yeah. You know yourself better than anyone, and you know whether or not that's going to paralyze you and you'll be able to, or if you'll be able to kind of keep going.
So that's one thing that we were thinking about.
Number one.
Another thing is the time. To be perfectly honest, the time commitment is incredible.
Yeah, we had no idea how much time was going to be required of us.
And, you know, it sounds so fun. Oh my gosh, we get these clothes and we sell them and we have a Facebook group and we take pictures of them and stuff. And it is fun, but it is constant.
Yeah, so basically, Jill and I both work full-time jobs. So this is kind of like an average day for us. We'll wake up in the morning, we'll have a number of questions, messages, how does this fit, or this doesn't fit, can I add this, or does this color match?
Can I return this? This has damaged, this is not what I ordered, whatever. Like,
well, no, that doesn't happen to us.
That doesn't happen to us.
But just you get a lot of questions. So you wake up, like, I usually am in bed and I'm like like trying to answer questions. Then I come out here, I'm drinking my coffee, and Paul's like, pay attention to me. I'm like, I gotta answer these questions. So we do that. Then we head to the office.
Work.
We both have our full-time jobs. Both work in very different jobs, but we both have the thing in common that we can't really be
on our phones, answering questions, posting in the group.
Yeah.
You know, we're not supposed to be doing any of that during work hours. And sometimes I can sneak something in while I'm in the bathroom or whatever. So you guys know those midday posts. I'm in the bathroom at work. But you know, the messages and the online presence, it is a constant. It does not go away. There's no off time on that.
Yeah, I will, like, the one thing that we've been very consistent about is we make it a point that we will post in our group every
single day.
We will not.
You
have to. And if you're not going to be able to commit to that, if you can't commit to working on your business every single day, even if it's just a small, just kind of a post, like what you're doing on the weekend, checking in with your group, your group is not going to flourish. It's not going to grow. Like, we're very determined. Like, when we started this, we're like, we want to hit it out of the park. Like, we really want to sell a lot.
Just be stagnant. Be, you know, having a few hundred people in our group and maybe a handful of them shop with us. Like, we want this to be a successful business, and the time commitment is a lot.
Yeah, and there's a lot of consultants out there. So if you're not putting that time into your customers, then someone else will.
Yeah. A lot of people get into this while having jobs in the hopes that they can, you know, transition away from their current job or go part-time and do this more. But until you're able to do that, and it will take a while, you'll essentially be working 2 full-time jobs.
You will.
So you're doing nights, weekends, and even mornings doing LuLaRoe, and then you're doing your regular 40 or however many hours a week at your regular job. So we haven't had weekends in 6 months.
This is our first weekend.
This is our first.
We're so excited.
Yeah, we've decided to change our schedule a little bit, like now that my work schedule allows that, but this is the first time we've had weekends off in 6 months since we started. So, you know, it is not like a joke that you will be putting all of your time into this business.
You will. If you want to succeed, you will be doing that.
So that's
number 2.
If you
think
can't
about it,
make that time commitment, if your job,
if you know you can't, if you don't have the time,
if your job makes it too difficult for you, it might not be. If this is not a direct sales where you hope to book a couple weekend parties and, you know, you place orders for people. This is like hands-on, you're in the thick of it always.
Yeah, because you're putting a lot of money into the business and you want to recoup that.
Yeah. So if you don't have the time, it might not be for you. And speaking of money, that is our
so
next
that brings
point.
us to number 3.
So most of you know that there is a significant initial investment required to join up with LuLaRoe, but that is not it. Yeah, there's more beyond that.
Yeah, it's not just that.
It's not just the initial inventory investment. There's other startup fees. There's, you know, supplies that you need, and even beyond that, like, we order inventory every week.
And when we first started, we bought our inventory package. So I think we were about $7,500 in with our initial inventory. We added leggings, and then we bought like equipment. Like, we needed our label printer and our lights and there's a bunch of things you need
mailing bags. You need
lots of little things, some big
business
things,
cards.
Yeah. So that was another investment. And then you're getting started. You know, it takes time to kind of grow your group. So, but while that's happening, you got to keep your inventory coming. You got to keep it fresh.
You know, if you've got a group of 500 and a certain percentage of those people are shopping with you every week, those people want to see new stuff. So in order to grow your group and grow your sales, you have to be replenishing your inventory frequently. And I know a lot of consultants who I've seen the same things in their album sales for 6 months now, and I never see anything new. And those are the people that I see that are not growing, that their businesses are stagnant, and that aren't making this like really happen. So I know a lot of people don't want to add on extra sizes. The initial package doesn't come with 2X, 3X, and extra small, I think.
We had to add all of the plus sizes, which for us was like not even a question if we're going to do that. Those are our sizes too. So
I know a lot of people who don't carry those sizes because they didn't want to add them on. People don't want to add those on. They don't want to add on leggings. They don't maybe want to add on another line or style. But you can't succeed with just that initial inventory shipment. It's not enough.
You can't succeed on the level that anyone really coming into this business really wants to succeed. I think that very few people would say, I want to join LuLaRoe and maybe make a little bit of money and maybe pay off my investment in like 8 months. Like, I don't think anyone really wants that. Like, you want to join, you want to be successful, you want a large group, you want a booming business, you want to be profitable.
Right. Nobody's like, if you want something that's just a hobby, you can find cheaper, less time-consuming hobbies.
And you should. Like, don't make yourself.
If this is your, side thing while you go to school or while you like have this high-powered career or whatever, different strokes, but it's not really what this business is built for. It's built for you to succeed at, and the business model works, but you have to be able to put in a significant amount to really flourish. So if you're thinking that the initial investment is tight but doable, you have to know that it's more than that. And if you're trying to spend money that you don't really have and can't really afford to do this, that might not be the wisest choice for you. We wouldn't recommend like spending, you know, the money that your grocery money to do this.
Yes, because it takes time to get it back.
It
you
really
can,
does.
you know, you'll make that money back, you know, if you're working the business like you need to, but it's not going to be instant. So don't put yourself in a bad position.
And there are a lot of YouTube videos out there that are like, I made back my investment in 1 month, 2 months, da 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 da. But that can be misleading because
it's very misleading.
Maybe you made that amount of money, but you're reinvesting that money. You're spending money on shipping, you know, and all kinds of overhead expenses. So it's really kind of misleading for people to put that out there that you can so easily make back your investment so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, so I said we spent like $7,500 on our initial investment. I think in the first month our sales were about $10,000 worth of sales. So if I told that to someone, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you made back all your money. You did great." Well, no, you've got the cost of the inventory is coming out of your profit, and you're reinvesting that. So these videos where someone's like, "First month I made, you know, $10,000. I made $15,000." They're not giving you the whole picture.
Right. Yeah. And we want to give you the whole picture.
Yes.
So
that's what we do.
That's what we do. Check out our Jordan video.
You'll get more than the whole picture on that one, guys.
So, you know, it's a great business and it's super rewarding, but it's serious. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes money. And if you don't have those things or you're not willing to invest those things, this is maybe not the business for you.
Yep. And that's it. That's all we wanted to really say, I think.
But if it is the business for you,
da.
And you want some awesome sponsors, 2 for the price of 1.
It's true, you get a twofer.
Yeah, 2 with us.
So if you have questions, we're happy to answer any questions about the business, give you an honest answer from our perspective, you know, how we've been able to be successful and be one of the top sellers on our team. We'll give you the scoop on that. So feel free to send us an email.
We'd love to hear
down
from you.
below. If you want more info like this, subscribe to our channel and feel free to check out our shopping group and kind of see how we do it.
You'll see we post every single day.
Every day.
We hang out all the time. We embarrass ourselves all the time.
Yeah, at least twice a week.
At least once or twice a week. Yeah.
We'll do it.
All right. Well, thanks for checking out this video. We hope it was helpful.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.